Konnichiwa minasan. This is Seph Sword 57, and welcome to the first episode of Japanese with the Hanshi. This is a series I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I decided that now is the time. I am a scholar of Japanese culture, as you all know, and I have decided to use my extensive knowledge of Japan and teach it to you super swordlings. So why is this content Patreon Super Swordling exclusive? Well, it's because this knowledge is very valuable. And I can't just give away this precious knowledge to just anyone. Let me ask, when was the last time you took a course in Japanese for free? Exactly. I will explain the rest of my plans at the end of this video. So let's just get into the niku of this video. Today I will be teaching you all about Japanese greetings. This is something that will be very useful when you inevitably go to Japan. So let's get to it. Ohayou gozaimasu. This greeting is used for when you've just woken up, or the person you're greeting has just woken up. Pretty self-explanatory, if you ask me. But don't think that this is just a Japanese version of good morning. It's way more respectful and complicated than that. Ohayou can be used to greet people who are close to you, like family members and friends. But don't use this towards a Japanese person. That would just normalize rude behavior. Just use Ohayou gozaimasu, or you will be disrespecting Japanese culture. You don't want to be that one baka gaijin who won't follow the rules. Konnichiwa. This one is used during the day to greet a Japanese person. But don't use it if you've just woken up or towards a Japanese person who's just woken up. It's very offensive to not use the right greeting, so make sure you analyze the situation properly. Look at how the Japanese person is dressed, or their face, to see if they are tired. And then you decide if you're gonna use Ohayou gozaimasu or Konnichiwa. Konbanwa is also a greeting you use during the evening. This one's concept is very easy to understand. During the evening, you have to use this greeting. But as long as it's after 6 p.m., it should be totally fine. Just don't use it during the day, and especially not towards a Japanese person. But on the official Seph Sword 57 Discord server, you can use any of these three greetings. Since all of the people on the server are from different parts of the world and in different time zones, all of these greetings will be correct. Now there's one aspect to greetings that I haven't gone over yet that is very important for when you meet a Japanese person on the street. And that is to make sure to use Ojigi every time you use one of these greetings. For those of you who aren't Nihongo Josu, Ojigi is kind of like a bow that you use for greetings in Japanese culture. And it has an everyday usage in Japan. When I went to Japan, I made sure to do it every time I greeted them, to show proper respect. But it can be hard to know how to properly bow if you aren't Japanese, since the concept of respect is absent in the West. So I'm going to show you how it works. There are three forms of Ojigi. First is Esaku, and to do this one, your arms need to be placed firmly at your sides, and then you bow at a 15-degree angle, like this. Never use this one. It's only supposed to be used towards people in the same rank as you, or towards family members and such. But don't do it towards a Japanese person. You could use this towards your own family members or other people from your country. But since you won't be using this in Japan, just forget it exists. Next we have keirei, and to do that, your arms need to once again be placed firmly at your sides, and then you do a 30-degree bow, like this. This one is more useful since it's used towards people who are superior to you or have a higher social status. Keirei is the one you could use if you want to practice Ojigi, as it has a lower risk to offend a Japanese person. But this last one I'm about to show is even more useful, so use this one instead. Saikeirei is the third and most ultimate form of formal Ojigi. To do it, you once again need your arms to be placed at the sides, and then you give a firm and respectful bow at 45 degrees, like this. It is the best way to show the most deepest and genuine form of respect. Use this every time you use Ojigi towards a Japanese person, and they will be impressed. Now, with all this knowledge, let me give you a quick demonstration how these 3 greetings will be used when greeting a Japanese person. Ohayou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Konbanwa. And there you have it. Make sure to use these greetings every time when you are in Japan, and everything should go smoothly. And that is all I have to show you for this month's Japanese with the Hanshi. As I said in the beginning, this is a completely new series, and I'm sure you swordlings will enjoy it. It won't be all about learning the Japanese language. I will also be teaching you swordlings about Japanese history, pop culture, folklore, and much, much more. So look forward to it. Arigatou gozaimasu for watching, and oyasumi nasai, konbanwa, ohayou gozaimasu, and konnichiwa. Sayonara!